Each filler migration is completely unique. There's no universal answer as to their cause, and no one knows with 100% certainty exactly why it happens. Different opinions can be right at the same time. Number one, positioning the filler on the wrong side of the border. The vermilion border is what we're referring to here. In layman's terms, it's the lip edge. What people don't realize is that the lip muscle, or vicularis oris, inserts itself to this border on the inside. This should tell you there's a sort of separation of fat on either side, above and below. If someone's trying to give you lip border definition by injecting on this border and their needle is just above instead of just below the muscular attachment, that's an easy path for the filler to glide upwards as your mouth moves over time. Make sure the injection points are just below to ensure there's less upwards travel, if any. Number two, injecting into the lip from above. This way of injecting is sometimes used in the so-called Russian lips technique and is sometimes also referred to as tenting. You'll see the needle injected in a vertical direction by entering many times from above the lip border into the body of the lip itself. Dr. Stephen Harris in London, a very experienced lip injector, has a theory which says that by injecting from above the border, going through the muscle, and then into the body of the lip, we're making way too many holes through the muscle, which the filler can backtrack through and end up above the lip where the needle entered the skin. Personally, I'm not too convinced about this theory. This doesn't mean that I think it's wrong, I just haven't seen evidence to prove it. However, it's definitely something that gives us injectors something to think about in terms of our technique. When I inject, I do always pay attention to the muscle and try to disturb it as little as possible. To date, I've never had a case of migration causing a mustache anyway, but that's also due to not doing the following. Number three, using too much filler. Imagine a glass being filled with water. There's only a certain amount the glass can hold, and if you keep pouring more than this, all that's going to happen is you'll get spillage. Translate this analogy to the lips only having a certain amount of space inside, and if the volume we add is more than that space, then you can get spillage, or in this case, migration. Number four, filler doesn't stay still. The paper you're seeing on screen now is just one example. After the patient was injected with Juvederm fillers, it migrated elsewhere. A 3D X-ray called a CT scan was taken to prove it. Luckily, a filler dissolver was used to get rid of the Juvederm, and the patient was okay afterwards. So don't get scared. It was possible to dissolve the migrated Juvederm fillers away. So if you've got to migration, you can see someone like myself to try and get rid of it. I'm not here to scare you straight.
But I am here to scare you straight. I am here to scare you straight!
Although maybe prison mic is. You should watch lip filler being done before you have it yourself, because there's so many different techniques, and if you want to see me use one of those techniques on one of my patients, click on the next video now or check out my Instagram in the bottom left corner for more.